What's cracking with you people? Nazi here and welcome back to Jak II. In the last one, we did some strange things for Onin, and by strange I mean we went to the Haven Forest, dealt with a block puzzle above some dark eco because why the heck not? And we got 3 mystical artifacts that we will be told what they're going to do later. Daxter, wake up. Jak! Oh, I'm about to say, Daxter, wake up, wake your punk tail up. There we go. But yeah, we got 3 artifacts, and that's about it. In this one, we're going to be doing some work for the underground as indicated by the icon in the minimap down there. You may be wondering, where'd you get the Crimson Guard bike? Well, quite simply put, you can very occasionally find a Crimson Guard speeder bike just spawned randomly on the street where you can grab and not get in trouble with the Crimson Guard if you really want one. Once again, the Crimson Guard vehicles are very delicate. Like, they're not the most heavily armored, but you do get a decent amount of speed and a cannon on the front. So what's not to like? Anyway, what does Torn want?
The city's on high alert. What the hell did you two do?
Us? Nothing. We've been, sightseeing. Right, Jak?
Really? Then why are the Crimson Guard looking for a dangerous young man with light hair, blue tunic, and a rabbit orange rat on his shoulder?
Could be anyone. Orange is the new black this season.
Look, we climbed up to the Baron's palace, and we tripped a few alarms.
Oh, right, that too.
What? I didn't authorize a strike on the...
Hey, we kicked the Baron's ass. Unfortunately, he escaped.
And we overheard a secret meeting with the leader of the Metalheads.
You saw the Metalhead leader?
No, he was on some communicator, but we heard him talking with Baron Praxis.
The Baron is bribing the Metalheads with eco.
It will never be enough.
But the Baron's gonna double-cross him.
Is that so? Well, our good Baron's wonderful charm must have angered someone, because there's word from the wasteland that Metalhead armies are on the move again.
Why didn't you tell me Ashlyn was Praxis's daughter? What's your connection with her?
That's none of your business. Since you've stirred up the Wumpy's nest, you and Whiskers here get to move 4 of our people to new safe houses. Shuttle each agent to a location they specify. Move all of them without any casualties. Don't screw this up, Jak.
Oh yeah, we also may have shot the Baron in the face a couple of times, but that wasn't an episode beforehand. You can't hold that against me, right? You can. Okay, so here's how these missions work. You're going to be doing these missions a couple of times. Just going to give you a heads up right now. All you got to do is just escort, you know, the individuals to the areas they specify. Sometimes you'll get in trouble with the Crimson Guard, sometimes you won't. So there's that. Okay. So yeah, just keep your finger. Okay, I got to the safe house and you didn't go in. I hit you a couple times. Don't know what you're hoping to get from there, but whatever. So yeah, all we gotta do this mission is just escort these guys to the safe houses they want you to escort them to, and that's pretty much it. If my memory serves correct, you generally get plenty of time to do this. And the vehicle they gave you, like specifically this speeder, is pretty solid. I think it's probably the most durable vehicle in the game. That's my experience with it. Because it's like every other multi-seater vehicle, barring this yellow one up front. Because believe it or not, that yellow car is actually a one-seater. Maybe wondering how I figured that one out. Well, let's just say there'll be a couple of times you're going to have to do this. And one time you figured, oh, let's grab this. It's a car. You figure all cars are two-seaters. Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. Not in the slightest. In that mission, you can only use this specific speeder. And, well, we'll get to that when we get to it. But you're going to be doing these escort missions a couple of times throughout the game. So, just be prepared for that, and the Crimson Guard will be on you. That's just how it is. So yeah. And then there's... Sorry, my brain just kind of blanked there for a second. But yeah, so... as a result of our going up to the palace and shooting the Baron in the face, well, I guess just getting the robot cockpit, we have to relocate several members of the Rebel Underground. Okay, let me do that. I need to grab one of these. Excuse me. Need to borrow your car. Hope you got insurance. But yeah, due to our shooting the Baron in the face a couple of times, by a couple of times I mean about 20. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm probably gonna die here because I don't have a vehicle. And I need a two-seater because it's only a one-seater. Come on, there's a two-seater when you need one. Okay, I'm probably gonna fail this now because I don't think this one counts as because this does not count as a two-seater. I don't believe it does anyway. If it does, I'm gonna. This one actually does count as two-seater.
What took you so long?
Okay. Could have sworn this one counts as a one-seater. I guess not. Did I do something wrong in that mission then? Either way. See the light of the hate. So this guy's gonna be the hardest one to get to just for the sheer fact of how far you have to drive to get to it. Now, if my memory serves correctly, this vehicle right here is the slowest of the two-seaters you can get. You don't really feel much of a difference, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, most of them, with most of them when you're driving them, but when you're, you know, just casually moving around, you notice.
Okay, thanks. Good luck.
And yeah, everything was done, so there you go.
The operation was a success. All underground members are safe. Get back to the hideout. I have a new mission for you while we wait for this alert to blow over.
So yeah, so now we gotta do some laying low. So essentially, due to our, I'm sorry if I've gone on this about 3 times already. But I don't think I've actually gotten it out. It's been kind of stammering. But due to us going up to shoot the Baron in the face, pretty much the operation has to be relocated to several different areas because they're on high alert looking for Jak and Daxter specifically. But since we're at the Rebel Underground, if they have any info on the Underground, they're going to go after any spots that they use for currently. Now why, just a little bit of spoiler, but why we don't change the main hideout location is beyond me, considering that, you know, that one has a image of, you know, resisting the guard. Okay. But yeah, so here's that. Now I wonder why Torn is letting that kid and Core in on the whole detail. Because it's like, Core you can kind of surmise is like maybe he knows things that would help, but beyond that, not too much. Go in here. They don't put you two together.
Scouts report movement in Dead Town. Creatures moving toward the sacred site, just as before.
What happened, before?
Metalheads broke through the old city wall. We fought them, but then the Baron pulled back, leaving everyone outside the new barrier to die. Only the Shadow stayed and somehow stopped the attack.
And now you expect us to go out there again?
You catch on fast. If you prevent the Metalheads from reaching the sacred site, the Shadow will be most grateful. He might even ask to see you. Hey, I'm probably wasting this, but here's a Vulcan barrel for that pea shooter of yours. Believe me, you're gonna need it.
And now we have our Gatling gun, the Vulcan barrel. Now, let's show you how this works. Here's our red eco weapon, our power shot. Here's your default yellow eco weapon, balanced, well-rounded. And here's your blue eco speed shooter weapon. I'm gonna let you know right now, this is gonna be your secondary weapon. Just gonna give you that heads up right now. So, and you'll see when we get to like using it, because I'm gonna open up the mission using it. Because I mean, you get a new gun, you gotta break it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta find some people. You know, you gotta point at the head and then just pull the trigger and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Vulcan barrel is one of those guns I have always felt very weird about. Because, you know, as a kid growing up, you think, oh, the faster a gun fires, the more powerful it is. Well, this was the first game I ever played where that just wasn't the case. Okay. So how this works is that it's a piercing weapon. You can pretty much shoot multiple enemies with the same couple of shots. The only issue is that it's very hard to aim. It's very finicky. Like, it is ridiculously precise. And once you start shooting, it's very hard to stop. So just keep that in mind when you're using it. And it's one of those weapons that you should only use on specific targets. For instance, on the metalheads I just shot with, you know, that's pretty much a waste. Now I shot him to show it off, but it was pretty much a waste, you know? It's a weaker weapon for the most part. But what it does is with enemies like, say, this guy right here, it stops them from using their attacks on you, especially the more ranged ones. So it's one of those, if you got an enemy that's giving you trouble and you can't kill fast enough to really just screw you, that's why. It's one of those weapons that if you're in a section with an enemy that's giving you a lot of trouble, and I mean a lot of trouble, then by all means use it. However, it's one of those weapons that is not good in every single situation. It will be your secondary weapon, make no mistake about that one. I can guarantee you'll be using this weapon more often than not. Like, see this enemy right here? Yeah, you want to use it on him. Also, there is friendly fire in this game, so okay. Auto aim was not helping me out there. But you get the general gist of it. It's a high rate of fire, you're going to get a lot of mileage out of it. However, because of how ridiculously precise you got to be with your shots, and how hard it is to kind of aim the weapons in this game. Like, third-person shooters, yeah, they're pretty good. Dark eco right there. This, and then grab down here. Yeah, you also want to use it on those enemies because they counterattack. So every time you shoot them, they'll shoot back. So having that weapon having the Vulcan cannon makes it much easier to contend with them without them getting to you in return. Okay. Yep. So I'm probably gonna cut back when we get to that part again because Boy was not trying to die that early on from the level. Actually, no, wait, we should have enough Dark Eco by the time we get back up there to just power on through. So yeah, this is one of those weapons that have always been weird for me, just for the sheer fact of how supposedly useful you expect it to be. But how hard the aiming can be to really get the best use out of the weapon. There we go. Nice little combo. Apparently my shots go much further than your shots. You're cocky. Okay. Go back and get that little bit of health that should still be over there unless it deloaded. Hopefully not. Yeah, looks like it did. Alright, we're just going to deal with it as it is. Let's try and be very careful here. Dang! Okay, I'm gonna cut back. Okay, I had to cheat that guy just a little bit, and he still got me in the end. Okay. Hopefully that was a checkpoint. If not, this is going to suck. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, because I am on one hit left, and this is not going to end well. Okay. Just going to keep shotgunning here, because I am not doing this again. Okay. Please tell me there's some health around here, because oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ah crap. Ah crap. Nope, nope. Camera. Okay. Okay. I think that does it.
Is that? No, it couldn't be. That's not.
It's Samos's hut.
But what? How? When? Where? Why?
We're in the future, Dax. This horrible place is our world.
Yeah, so there's the big bombshell for Jak II. A lot of you who played,
Back to the city.
a lot of you who played the game definitely saw this coming. Well, definitely not coming. You already knew about it. But those of you who hadn't played the game, I wasn't gonna bring it up for a while because I didn't want to spoil it, even though it is fairly obvious when you think about the kind of stuff that you've been dealing with. You know, red eco, blue eco, yellow eco, dark eco. You know. That everybody looks the same, there are speeders, that kind of stuff. Well, and for those of you who didn't figure it out, I mean, to be fair, there is always the idea that, you know, I think what was it, what was it? There was.
I think we need to go back to the city, Jack.
I hear you, Doctor. I think there was a game or something a while ago. I can't remember what it was, where you got sent into an alternate plane of existence. But it functionally was the same world, same everything, same basic same basic mechanics, items and substances used to drive the world. So you could have made that assumption. But yeah, we're in the future, which opens up a lot of possibilities. One of which being, my personal opinion is that, remember, if you remember from Jak and Daxter, remember the guy in the swamp with the hip hog? Yeah.
Re-entering city.
Wait for it. I think we got a thing coming up here pretty soon. Nope. Okay. It's my opinion that Crew is that guy's descendant. Think about it. The dude has. The dude.
Finally, now we get to see the shadow. What do you gotta do around this place to get noticed?
I know, right, Daxter? But yeah. I mean, think about it. He modeled his club off of a hip hog. You know, that's its mascot. He's very out of shape and seems like he doesn't understand what a bath is. And he's very to the point, you know. So I think, in my mind, he's either the descendant of either A, the guy from the swamp, or B, the guy in the barrel. That's pretty much my theory. As well as the idea that since we're in the future, it's entirely possible that all of this speeder technology is based off of Kira's design for the hover bike in Jak I. So yeah, that's the big bombshell for Jak II. But that brings our time with it to an end for this part. In the next one, we're going to go into the underground and hopefully meet the Shadow. I've been a Nazi, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you later.